We'll see the differences between C and C++ in detail, area-wise. And C was popularly known as the father of modern programming environment. Developed by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Labs and originally created for multi-user operating system, Unix. And it's now one of the most widely used programming languages, C, in the world. It's a procedural programming language that works on the lowest level of abstraction and hence is a systems programming language. It's compiled, lightweight and offers manual memory management. In those days, the strength of C programming language lies in performance and has the ability to be used for coding for a wide variety of platforms. Portability. C++ is designed by Vision Strostrup in 1980s. C with classes. And he wanted to develop an extension to C programming language based on data security. And C++ provides support for object-oriented programming. It offers a low level of abstraction and requires manual memory management. The programming language is comparable to C, lightweight and compiled. It is capable of developing apps for a diverse range of platforms. The C programming language influenced a wide range of high-level programming languages such as Java, Python and C#. Application development area. C is a good option for embedded devices and system-level code, whereas C++ is top choice for developing games, networking and server-side applications, and a very good option for development of device drivers. The authority of C++ lies in performance and speed. Next one is approach. C is a procedure-oriented, structure-oriented programming language. It follows a top-down approach. It begins with a high-level design and ends with a low-level design. In top-down approach, the main function is written at first and all sub-functions are called from main function only. So thereafter sub-functions are written as per the requirements. In object-oriented programming environment like C++, it follows a bottom-up approach. It starts with low-level design and finishes with high-level design. The code is developed for modules and afterward these modules are integrated with the main function. C is a subset of C++. So C++ is a superset of C. The C++ is able to run most C code. The C compiler isn't able to execute C++ code. The C++ programming language provides compatibility with other generic programming languages. And this feature is not offered by C programming language. In C programming language, the data and their associated functions are treated as different entities. There is no support for encapsulation. The C++ code binds data and associated functions together in an object and hence supports encapsulation. Data security. C++ is capable of hiding variables in a class, and modifiers can be used for class members in order to make the data inaccessible for external users. And no such concept exists in C programming language. All the variables are open. Declaring enumerations are possible in C. In C++ programming language, an enumeration is a distinct type. It's all impossible to assign a value of integer type a variable of enumeration type unless an explicit conversion is used. And another important distinction is use of strings. C++ has a variable type called string. As this variable type is immutable, it cannot be changed at the original location. C supports inbuilt and primitive data types. C++ provides support for user-defined data types in addition to primitive and built-in. And C++ has Boolean and string as built-in data types. C uses stdio.h as the default header file, whereas C++ iostream.h. C is described as a hands-on programming language. It's essential to tell the program everything that needs to be done. C++ allows for highly controlled object-oriented code. C++ offers exception handling by means of try and catch blocks. In C, they are to be managed by using other functions. The programming language doesn't provide support for exception handling. And file name extension is C is .c and C++ is .cpp. Function overloading, function overriding, operator overloading concept comes under polymorphism, which is not available in procedure-oriented programming environment. Function overloading, any number of functions with the same name. We already discussed with an example in the last session. There must be difference in the number of parameters or data type or order of data type. C++ allows using a function with default argument. For GUI programming, C has GTK tool, an object-oriented widget toolkit written in the programming language C. Whereas C++ supports Qt tools for GUI. Qt is a cross-platform application development framework for desktop, embedded and mobile. It's a framework written in C++. We cannot write modern GUI applications with GTK, as it will only produce 16-bit code. The Qt is better than GTK. The underlying applications varied in memory use more than the GUI components. GTK supportedly uses more memory because GTK provides more functionality. Qt does less and uses less memory. Inheritance is the ability of creating a new class from an existing class. The class that inherits properties from another class is called child class or derived class or subclass. The class whose properties are inherited by the subclass is your base class or a superclass or parent class. C uses macros for reducing the overall execution time for code optimization. C++ uses inline functions for optimizing the written code. Functions that are instructed as inline to the compiler allows it to replace their function definition wherever they are being called. The compiler replaces the definition of the inline functions at compile time instead of referring their function definition at runtime. And we use scanf and printf in C language, whereas we use cin and cout in C++. C++ has 52 reserved words, whereas C has 32. The C programming language has a very complicated mapping between data and function, whereas in C++ the mapping between data and function can be easily established by means of classes and objects. And memory management, as we already discussed, we use malloc, calloc and realloc and free in C language, whereas we use new and delete for dynamic memory allocation and dynamic memory deallocation. The namespaces grant the ability to group named entities into a narrower scope, and we use the term namespace scope. Any namespace definition starts with the namespace keyword followed by the name of the namespace. C++ allows several namespace blocks to share the same name. All declarations made within such blocks are declared in the named scope. Look at the general syntax. Operator overloading is not possible in C programming language. Without changing the meaning of the operator, we can use it in a different way in object-oriented programming languages. We will be discussing in detail with an example. Unary operator overloading, binary operator overloading. C is equal to A plus B. A plus B, two variables added. We use operator overloading concept. If you want to add the data of two different objects, the data of one object can be added with the data of another object. We use operator plus, but here we use the term overloading of a binary operator. Polymorphism, we already discussed, static and dynamic. Any C++ program can be divided into classes and objects only, whereas in C we use the term functions. And the programming style is structured programming, and the other one is object oriented. C puts on emphasis on functions, whereas C++ on data. C++ provides support for reference variables. C is a general purpose programming language with more emphasis on systems programming. So it's an excellent for embedded systems, whereas C++ is a pure general purpose programming language and a top choice for application development. And we have few more comparisons here. Main function and use of functions inside structures. C++ supports using function in structures. And in C it's mandatory to declare variables at the beginning of the program itself. However, in C++ we can declare variables wherever you are using for the first time. There is no need of declaring all the variables at a time at the beginning. The basic advantage of C++ is security of data. Data can be hidden with the help of access specifiers like private, public and protected. So anything declared as private cannot be accessible outside the class. Sometimes we may need the data which is declared as private to be accessed outside the class. I want even private data to be accessed. So that can be done with the help of, that can be achieved with the help of friend functions. Sometimes if you want to access private data outside the class, it's possible through friend functions in C++. So what happens at this point of time, we don't have much knowledge on inheritance, so I'm not giving any detailed description of virtual functions here. Just go through the head-to-head comparison of C and C++.